Okay, well, I'm standing by a station. I can point to the station. We're standing by a station. It reminds me of the time I was on a train, and it's another business story, but basically I was on the train and I was going off to this business, and as I'm on the train, I'm sort of going through my case. I'm going through my bag, and I realise that I've got bits missing. So I've got my headphones, but I've not got the iPod, and I've got my phone, but I've not got the battery. It's all silly little things, and I actually got a bit cross. And I know it sounds a bit crazy, but this is one of the ways that God can communicate to us, like patterns, trends, if you like. And so I'm on the train, I'm thinking I'm just getting cross. And after a few minutes, I'm saying, God, I'm just cross. Like, I'm on the way here, I haven't got all my stuff, what am I supposed to do? And gradually I realised that this was about missing pieces of communications. And the phrases start to come into my mind, which are about missed communications. So I was missing bits of communications. And also that became miscommunications. And so I'm on my way down and I'm starting to pray about this company that I believe now has problems with missed communications and miscommunications. So when I get there, I get into the boardroom, they're all sitting around. And the first thing I say is, so guys, can I ask you, have any of you not brought to work today some important pieces of communication equipment that you'd normally have with you? And as we went around the table, someone had forgotten their mobile phone, someone had forgotten their laptop, and so on and so forth. Everyone had forgotten something. And I said, I believe that God is saying to you as a business that there's a spiritual issue here, which is about missed communications and miscommunications. And as I say that, the secretary walks in and she says, hey, you know that email that we've sent like 3 times to these guys for that particular tender? They've still not got it, and the tender's up in 10 minutes. You know, we need it. The due deadline is in 10 minutes' time. And so this opened up a whole thing about there was something over their business which was being revealed by the gift of prophecy to say, you need to pray into this area, guys. And it could have been over the business, over the land, over whatever. Anyway, so they opened up a whole sort of prayer time. And so that quote did arrive, and the business starts to sort of turn around. And certainly we opened up a whole thing about praying into that particular area and asking God to deal with whatever was happening that was causing those missed communications. I said, I had the headphones, but I didn't have the iPod. So
what was that like for you?
it was annoying. It was just annoying. Part of growing and realising that God can speak into about every aspect of our lives is going, hold on, I wouldn't normally do that. And that's happened several times. Therefore, I need to at least ask God, are you saying something to me? Are you trying to say something to me about this particular situation? And so it's just a habit I think you develop, you grow into. In this instance, there was a really clear answer. But the answer wasn't like a big thing from heaven going, oh, it's about missed communications. I just started to almost speak to myself, I'm missing all my bits of stuff that I want. And then that, I can't communicate, I can't. And then out of that, I suddenly realised, oh my goodness, it was almost like an aha moment. I was like, this is about the place I'm going to. But I wouldn't necessarily, even at that stage, have said, yeah, that's absolutely the case. But when I got there, I tested it by asking all the other people. And then when they had done it as well, and I said, would you normally forget? It's like, no, I've never forgotten it. It was God definitely speaking into that situation. Even when I got there and was sitting with the board, there was still a sense of, well, I hope this is you, Lord. But as soon as I started to go around and people said that, I just knew, there's just a knowing, there's just a, yeah, this is right. And they knew. They knew because God was confirming. It was, they're business people, they're very practical. You can't just go in and wave around all sorts of prophetic words. You have to be really practical. And so he did it that way, so they understood exactly what he was saying and the impact it was going to have on their business, which gave them the incentive and the inspiration to go, actually, yeah, let's pray about this. Let's be really open to this. And they were, and we had a really good time.